myself an altar, burn fire above, and I fold my body into the person that you love. When all I want from you, a complete schematic, please don't tell me I can't do it on my own. Just say it's not. Would you say it's not my fault? Instead of staring at the ceiling, would you tell me how you're feeling? We're at a party now, I know, I know, I know. I'm not saying you don't understand the time.
There we go. What's up? Can you hear me? Yeah, I should be coming through. Cool, cool. Okay. We don't want that. Okay, we should be good. Let me launch the game. Oh, how's everyone doing? Oh shit. What's up, Tim? Oh, here, let me What's up, Vulture? How you doing? I know I'm a little bit muffled, but hey. Little sacrifices. It's also a drinking night. I'm sorry. There we go. Get this full screened, and let's let you guys see it. There it is. Yeah. Oh boy. That is some mouse lag. Though that said, I hear it's worth actually playing this with a mouse. Or not a mouse, a controller. Okay, so graphics. All those epic, vertical sync off. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Subtitles on. Okay, we should be good to go. I swear, the worst part of long hair. This is Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Speaking of, this is going to be interesting. Nothing wrong with that, Vulture. Just had to chase him off, Tim. Why chase him off? Also, Apocalypse, what you up to, man? Oh. Ah. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who blah 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 blah. Hey, Scoots. Hey, Thea. Having to itch my face through a mask is awful. Rosie! So, full disclosure, I received this game for free. Which was kind of awesome. Dude, this runs fantastic. You're alive! That is a shark. Let me do something. This way it'll be a little smoother. Oh, there we go, there we go. Baby shark. Nice, Scoots. Do you have to pre-order for that? Because I also have the day off. You do? I ain't doing that. I ain't got the means. Let's see. No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. Bolt cutters. I mean, yeah, but I don't even have that, my dude. What the fu- Okay. Oh, so many glitches. All the glitches.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
What? Hey, let me do this. Where is it? Hide that. Hide that. So you guys can see subtitles. Profanity? Play it till you break it. Yeah, it's the beta is the break it early test initiative. Or test, was it break it early test something? Hey Meg.
What a putrid offering.
Oh my god. Also gross. Them's dead whales. Only goodwill, I say. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Don't sue me, PETA or something.
You have been chosen. Behold,
What am I beholding?
everything has already been written.
I hear you, Tim. I hear you. God, welcome everybody.
Change your destiny.
Regularly test application, that's what it is. Sure, Meg. What's up with his face? Interesting.
I hate whiskey.
Let me see. My private detective agency contracted the Wentworth Detective Agency. Contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed. Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. Do it. Do it. Give a little hashtag for anonymous with that $10 holla. Thank you. I appreciate you. You is nice. Hashtag it up, guys. Hashtag it up. Oh god, that's funny. That's funny. Whoever that is, the anonymous, I appreciate you. Was it really? Let's see. Oh, weird. Well then hashtag Scoots. Oh, do it! The beta. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll go and get the pre-order tomorrow. I hear it takes forever to install, though. I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. That's dark water. Here's. Oh, that's my character. Okay. Do I have any CP at all? I would guess not. Sanity. Nightmares. Edward Pierce is veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse Argonne offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion. American units that suffered heavy losses from enemies and Allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies, soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce was traumatized by these events. He consumed sleeping pills and liquor to ward off nightmares that haunt him. I'm stable, confident in my abilities and your Cartesian mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Alright, what do we got here? Well, duh, we gotta have a drink. Yeah, guys, smash them like buttons if you're on YouTube.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
What is this? Dr. Kumo repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, my memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. They are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable ancient depths, but nameless creature is calling me. The Lost Battalion, 10-7-18. Interesting. That's a very different 18. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. What do you got it on, Scoots, so I make sure I get the same thing?
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce?
You leaving, Rosie?
Contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield.
Yeah, sure thing, Apocalypse.
Over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
What are you doing, Rosie?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
I can't untime him out. What was that about? Like, what were you trying to do? No, I mean, he's not banned. You just timed him out. Hey, get some sleep, Rosie. Let me see. Rosie, what the heck? What are you doing? Did you just time him out again? I promise you, you can't undo it. He's just gonna have to wait it out. Which I think is legitimately like 10 minutes right now. I did not mean to do that. Oh, I have 8 points available. Let me see. Eloquence represents your ability to influence. Yeah, get some sleep, Rosie. Talk to you by the power of speed. Improving the skill increases your chances of convincing and manipulating during... I do want that. Represents your investigation talents, strength, medicine, occultism, psychology. I think we get that up.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
There we go.
On a related matter,
Hey, David.
may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
That's funny.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Tim.
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
Are you
If you
capable
come
of shutting that
Means
up?
you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool.
Yeah,
Sarah, my
I don't
little
blame him.
girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this
Doing well,
painting.
David.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Huh.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all
Interesting.
you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right.
I'll keep that in mind.
Picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of
Yeah,
the
for
Hawkins
sure.
family. Rather thin.
See, shipping label, some of it unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
Huh.
So, Mr. Pierce,
There's Scoot.
what do you make of these elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out.
He's
Go to Darkwater.
back.
Find Warehouse 36.
Okay.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Let's see. Let me get a little more comfortable here. Got an itchy nose. Let me see.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just...
Hey,
facts.
Smoking Wolf, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had Visions, everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things?
Son of a gun.
What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Trying to get this as comfortable as possible.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Must we?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have...
That is what you go to Darkwater.
Okay, I think that's
I
it.
think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you
It's actually a Code in Cambria thing,
Find that
Gerald.
warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death.
How you doing,
You'll
buddy?
be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Hey, Ethan.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Sony Vegas stuff. I'm doing well, buddy. Missing my Gerald. That's what I'm doing.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Says the bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed the case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Huh.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
I'm not going to take another drink. That just
I
sounds like a
wonder
bad
why
idea.
I still take these things.
A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. Isn't it weird how your face always itches the worst when you have something covering it?
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Here we go. Doing well, Ethan. Doing well. Getting in some horror. Getting into some horror. Horror. The horror. I feel like I'm drinking appropriately tonight. We got some, Kraken. So I'm thinking about going and grabbing some more coffee, but if I don't, I kind of don't want to take the mask off, but I feel like if I don't, I'm going to freak the dogs out. Nice, Ethan. Oh god, I'm waiting for... Sorry, I was waiting for it to load. Yeah, I wouldn't think so, Tim. I wouldn't think so. I'm really excited for this. I've been waiting for this game to come out for a while now, and the fact that I was able to get it for free just sweetens the pot there.
We're almost there.
I have so much hair. Happy Halloween, buddy.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
Whew.
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
A landlubber.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what?
Hey,
Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay. Talk to Fitzroy. Go to the bar, talk to Bradley. Who's Fitzroy? Let me see. Okay, that's the main objective. So let's check our secondaries.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36. Dark.
How you doing, Em?
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. That
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
you can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shite!
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You
Interesting.
can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
I'm drinking crack and not eating crap. Let's see. The stranded whale. The stranded whale! Probably feeling a little too spoopy, although I watched Nightmare on Elm Street twice tonight. Nice! Twice! Why? Did I ever mention how happy I am with this mask, by the way?
Hey, be careful.
Oh, it is a good movie. You're not wrong. I need to watch something spoopy tonight when I'm done. Do you guys want to do a movie night tomorrow? Is that something you guys would be interested in?
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
Do a nice little spooky movie?
Troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
There's not him.
It that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Down like a clown. I feel ya.
I think we'll get along well. The stranded whale.
Let's see.
I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I
Oh,
tell you?
really, Tim?
I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Let me see. By the way, real quick, you guys want to see something weird? So, the way that my hair is cut, and it's growing out on the sides and stuff, like here, but the way that it's cut, it looks, you know, normal over on this side, but if I were to, say, move it over here, look how long this is. This is emo. Isn't this ridiculous? This is ridiculous. I'm gonna sing my My Chemical Romance now. Is it really that bad? Hold on. Let me look. Can I hold on? Can I let me see. Hold up, wait for it. Hunters strut down the street. That was the best scene in that movie. I don't care what anyone says. Fight. Does this look dumb? Hold on. You know what? I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. We're gonna keep going. Eat it, Meg. Eat it.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
And emo Craig. Hold up. Hold up. I love it. You guys can leave it alone.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What the heck, Scoot?
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
It's Halloween. Let me look ridiculous.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
It tastes like suit and poo. Let me see.
That'll be all for now.
Consult diary. It says, on approach to dark water, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low, they seemed intent on impaling themselves on the sharp reefs that circle the island. Fitzroy, the captain of the only tub that manages to float to the mainland, offers to help me. He may have documents that belong to Charles Hawkins. Fitzroy advised me to visit the port's bar. He mentioned a little pick-me-up. I suppose I could get the lay of the land at the same time. Fishermen had gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. I could go look and see what the local cops have to tell. Fitzroy offered to share with me what he has found on the Hawkins in the archives of the harbor master's office. Hola!
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Lols.
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, what? I said nothing. Good question. I haven't had them in forever, Meg.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
Oh, yeah,
That's
the
true.
animals are good.
It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I have no idea what are you guys still talking about,
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
the
Good night,
salad
stranger.
fingers?
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Sorry, I had to readjust. Damn it. There we go. Now we comfy.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Says the Scylla. Ooh, hold on. I'm sneezy. Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope, the crew of the Scylla, but what remains of it returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. The size went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. The cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and part of it were hanging over the sides of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. What, Meg? There's no doubt that the immense size of the whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which parts of the inland was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Well. Celebrate the return of our brave dwellers, blah, 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 blah.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed. My God.
Get the hell up out of here. Go talk to Fitzroy. This seems important, maybe? No. I love the style of this already.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Huh.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
What's that, Em?
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody. I feel that, Meg.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, by the way, if you haven't already.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still eligible, 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Where the hell did he go? You son of a bitch.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
See, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer the message. Just make your payment, the carrier, Cat. Interesting. I'm gonna look around though, just to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, we have a lean button. That's good to know.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Huh.
What a macabre souvenir. What a macabre souvenir.
I feel like that's a mispronunciation. Whatever. Whatever. What do we get? Oh, that's the shitter. Sorry, YouTube. That's the pooper. Pooper. Oh, God.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Give me a second, guys. There we go. Okay.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Damn right. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That
You're
explains
talking about Remy Malik?
Too bad I can't get much out of them.
Yeah, he does.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Let's see.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
By all means.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha!
Oh, for
Indeed,
sure,
you're
Tim.
right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is on.
Us men.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor.
Already
It's
done.
displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay. Oh, we got a couple of points. Spot hit. That's probably going to be helpful. Let's validate that. Dark water. The shanty. Okay, we know about that. We know about those. Let's see. Knowledge. Interesting. Okay. So we gotta get inside the warehouse.
He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You're not sailors. That was a bad. That accident didn't work. Can you guys forgive me for how terrible that was?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We
Do
saw
what?
what you did to St. Brendan.
What?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
Can't what him?
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Oh, pfft. I hear you.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Huh.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Damn right we drink. Sorry, I mean what?
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
Oh, sorry.
We got nothing better to...
Fitzroy...
So...
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I'm clearing this out. It's too hot, dang it.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Let me go get something to drink real fast. Give me just a moment. I promise I'll be right back. Okay. Let's do that. Isn't that a noise? Okay. We back. Sorry about that, guys. Where's my controller? There we go. Alright, so we gotta get into the warehouse.
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Beautiful.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Ethan, I think 9 minutes is appropriately long enough for a conversation to have been done.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah?
Brown sugar.
And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
I love a good Pop-Tart.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto.
I've tried the s'mores. I couldn't get into
with
it.
That smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
There are 10. Alright, let's go ahead and move on, man.
trouble.
Let's see. Maybe this guy up here?
Can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
Hey, Boyle.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
What's the difference between a police officer and a private detective?
The badge?
Exactly. Apart from that piece of metal, there's nothing that sets us apart.
You think so?
We're looking for the same thing, you and I.
Okay. Spare
How
me
massive
the next
is massive?
verse. I'll tell you what I know. There are sailors who think that there's a beast prowling around the docks. Then again, these guys panic at the thought of bringing a rabbit onto a boat, so...
I see.
And there are others who would like to use the warehouses for their goods.
That's fine.
Huh. How the hell do I get in? Aren't you? What's up?
They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
How are you tonight? Today. I can't remember what your time zone is. I feel like that's a fairly normal size for like a jumbo marshmallow.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me.
Huh.
You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Having Breastern. I mix breakfast and Eastern. Having breakfast, Eastern Europe. Okay. So it's really early in the morning for you. Yeah, 6 a.m. Okay. I'm getting used to Carly's time.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking.
I will, Em.
You want to know more?
Remind me.
Go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more? Go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
I shall. Find the spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden item. Ayo, lever. Lever.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
That's good to know. What else we got?
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Ratchet device. Spartan enables heavy loads to be lifted and held aloft without risk. Mallows.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to get up there. Ladder!
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Let me see. Is there a let's see, spot hit? there like
I could use this old winch to lift the
okay, so there's still more to find. See what we can snatch up here. Oh God, what's your problem, Em? Dudes are so problematic. We're the most problematic. Okay. There's still something I'm missing in this general vicinity. It could also be outside. Oh, M. M. Tell us your problem. You can't stop listening to Hanson. Oh my God. Is that a problem though? I feel like I'm missing an essential piece or something. Maybe I'm not though.
It's a sign. There's something coming.
Oh, hey, Galen. Okay, let's check in here. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe it is just like... I don't think I've checked the docks. Gerald. Interesting.
There. Hello, old friend.
I just stole a bottle of liquor. Okay, good to know what those buttons are. I'm a thief. I thiefed something. Interesting. That's a great song. It is timeless. Don't at me, yo. Are we on to something here? No. It does not like something over here. Yeah, what's up, Galen? Galen!
He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Okay, I've clearly missed something.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him that float.
Be forever cured. Cured of what? Hey, Galen. I appreciate you, buddy. Give a little hashtag to Galen. Yay! I'm sorry, that was widely inappropriate of me. What am I missing? I swear to God, if I get up here and it's like as easy as just turn the damn crank, I'm gonna be so angry. Huh. What am I missing? Let me see. So I'm missing something. I'm just not sure what. Hey, thanks for hitting that, thanks for getting them commands up, Galen. I appreciate it, buddy. I'm hardcore missing something. And I have no idea what. Successfully shooed the kids away.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I shall take my leave.
What am I missing?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine. Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
She will get us into trouble.
I know.
What? Another break? I told you to beat it.
Yes, ma'am. Angry bastard. Oh, hey. Shit. No, never mind. Frick. What am I missing?
What can I get you?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
It's unacceptable.
Screams. And that's not all.
Be grumpy.
There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Not that I know.
That'll be all for now.
Well, frick. It's okay to be grumpy, Em. Just kidding. Honestly, guys, I'm not really sure. Like, I've missed something. I just really have no idea what... Oh, maybe... Maybe something to do with this crank?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shite.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
I haven't been this stuck in a game in a long time. We're all mean to Galen. He understands. Okay, well, I honestly don't know what I'm missing here. Oh, damn it.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
That took me far too long to find. Hey. Look at that.
Like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Galen.
Damn, I broke it.
Damn. We actually really like Galen here. He's just complaining to complain at the moment. Okay, well... I broke that. Is that really all? Can I not? There. Shit.
Well, well.
Wow.
A little mouse has got lost on our turf.
Hello,
You're not
cat.
only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Jesus.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect
Tim is
my
like
rules,
17. Come on,
I
guys.
punish them.
Do you punish?
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh! Wow! Hey, she just tried to stab the hell up out of me.
He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
B, I'm a terrible fighter. Thick is nice.
Ugh. I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse,
I'm 27 and lonely. So dumb. I did get a girl's number the other day. She offered it to me. Well, gave it to me. It was pretty surprising, but... Okay, so... Clearly that direction doesn't work. Farmers only. These jokers gonna let me through yet?
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Jesus.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
When's the wedding?
We're bootleggers,
Right.
not savages.
Probably not.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
It doesn't
Who
happen
else,
that
in
way.
your
I
opinion?
promise you.
And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Me too, Galen.
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one.
Here's the secret, and I think Tim will back me up here.
Dentist.
You never
no,
get it
you
together.
don't understand.
It
She
doesn't
really
work that
cut
way.
him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Surprise!
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you.
I bid you... If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Huh. Okay. So Kat clearly gave us some issues. I assume this direction's no longer even kind of an option. Yeah, it sure doesn't look like it. Can we move this car at all? I don't think so. What do you got to
Bet you
say?
don't see one like her every day, do you?
Yes. Kat is an extraordinary woman.
Damn right.
Are we
There's
getting
nobody
raided?
more intimidating than her. on the
Taya,
docks.
what's up, Taya?
Except the
How you
captain,
doing?
of course. But you're
What's
lucky
up,
that she left
friend?
you alive. She must think that you can be of use to her. With that, please
It's
do
good to
excuse
see
me,
ya.
'cause I'd prefer not to be seen talking with you for too long.
Hey, mini raids, big raids, I don't care what they are. I'm glad you're here. Ashlyn, long time no see. How are you doing? I'm glad to see you, Taya. Cat back in here? Hey, Cat, chat with me.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Good to hear, Ashlyn.
I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder
Oh,
of our
boy.
encounter. Tell me, what brings
Will I
you to
now?
Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area.
Apparently
Let me give you a
not.
little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Oh boy, okay.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not
Spoopy
kidding.
game is spoopy.
The old families,
I've been
here
excited
long
for this
before
game
us,
for a while
and they'll
now,
be here
and I managed to
long
get a
after we're
copy for
gone.
free. So,
The
Abbas,
old
what's up?
families.
the descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I've had a little bit to drink today as well.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding.
Oh, did you?
The old
To
families,
terminals?
They were here long before us, and they'll be here long after we're gone.
The old families.
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
How are you gonna angrily text M without her phone number? Yeah, Mep threw me on to terminals. I had no idea that terminals is what it was. That was awesome.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
This is Call of Cthulhu, Apis.
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you. To make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Okay, I like Cat.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it.
I just use Twitter, Tim.
You'll owe me a favor in return.
Twitter and Insta.
Do you accept?
Yeah, sure.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
It's my favorite kind of statue.
They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops?
Taya, were you playing this tonight?
Like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley.
But guys, Snapchat is for sexting. And I just can't get behind that.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Dangerous. Yup. Gerald's like, what?
It's fine. He's
yeah, and I use it for sexting, Galen. Okay. That's not true. I've never sexted through Snapchat. Or in general, I should probably specify that. Oh, cool, Taya. What do you think so far? As spoiler-free as you can be. Oh, M. Rough words.
And move that for me.
Yes, ma'am. Gerald, look, I might be lying. We're not getting into it. Kidding.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own?
Wow.
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
That's fair, Taya. That said, I don't know. So, like, I love the atmosphere and the general idea of this game more than the horror, I think.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Scoots.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
You guys. Oh my God, Gerald.
What happened here?
Someone punched the damn mirrors. What happened here? Also, I can feel myself get a little
What is
drizz
this
on.
picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Is there anything else to check? Ooh, that last sip had a bite. Booty. Booty. I gained a CP. That's horrifying looking. Can I use that? Pierce. I have 2. Okay. Maybe we move that up. Oh, duh. M. Agreed, though. Scoots! Don't you dare chase them away. We like her here.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move!
Yo!
Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Ow. Let me see.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door?
Oh, so we've got someone hanging out at Mixer. Thanks for hanging out.
Right
Welcome. Maybe a couple?
God damn it.
Let's see.
Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Got him!
Come on.
Got
keep
him!
your smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay.
What do you mean now? What do I want? Can't I
go to
just
the
be
mansion?
goofy? I'm allowed to be
I
goofy.
thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed. But
By the
we'll
way,
meet
anyone
again.
on Mixer, I am streaming to 2 services, so.
Is it far, this mansion?
Really, Taya?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Oh boy. There's so much happening. Chapter 3. Tay, you been playing Red Dead at all, or is that not your style? Honestly, I may end today just screwing around on Red Dead. Oh man, it's so fun though. Not quite like GTA. Not near as like over the top as GTA. Oh, Galen, I'm gonna punch you. Welcome back, Apocalypse.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Hey, should I put the... I probably should. I'm gonna put the chat up on the screen so you guys can see Mixer.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only...
Here. M's coming for you. Live. Oh no, edit. Source browser. Chat. Later, Abbas. Do well in school, man. It's good to see you. Let's see. Oh, way too. Trying to get it to a decent size. Son of a gun. There you go. That should help a little bit.
The old Winchester in his hut.
Let me see.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Let's see.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Hey, you guys can talk
Come
to
on, let's
Apocalypse.
leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them.
Oh,
Is there
God.
anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Let me see.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night
Well, let's
falls
do the
quickly
thing.
here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why
Yeah,
not?
sure.
You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Okay, let's see. Interesting direction. So, if you're not fully aware of what this game is, or
Bradley was
hold
right.
on.
This place is much older than I imagined.
So this is based on the Call of Cthulhu tabletop game. It's an official adaptation of it. So like Dungeons and Dragons, but for, you know, H.P. Lovecraft's fiction.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty
Yeah,
gloomy.
sure thing, Em. Thanks for hanging out, Fran.
Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Okay, Galen. So let's please not all leave at once. That would bum me out so much.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot
Okay,
back here
guys.
after the
Really?
burial.
Seriously?
What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary?
Good
Steal a
night.
burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
What else can we check here?
Charles Hawkins' grave.
Check Charles.
Poor kid.
I can't pick that up yet. Yeah, I do. It's right up my alley. I've been enjoying... I love games like this. Okay, so there are a few different paths I could have... Well, no, not really. I guess there's... that, and then... I don't guess I can get in through this way. So, it's a horror mystery RPG. If that makes sense. So, like, it's based, like I said earlier, it's based on the tabletop game. The D&D style game based on H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu fiction. Here's all of your different attributes that you can level up. Some of which you can only level through finding things in-game. You know, all your character information, various clues. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact the presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted. Fire removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to their artist's life. But it is the discovery of partially charred painting, recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion, allowed all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. I don't have any clues for this yet. And that's Cat. It's a pretty damn neat game, to be sure. But it is a horror game in some way.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh boy!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Do we now?
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
Oh boy.
How we have it out on dark water.
Well, you know.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are.
Sam and Dean
Understood.
Winchester.
I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident.
I might have
But Stephen
access to a
Webster
game
has
that
several
closely
reasons to
relates to
believe
that, by
this
the
may
way.
not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
You're not
That's
safe.
why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Ooh.
The sooner I carry out my investigation, the sooner I wrap up the case and return to Boston. After which, you'll never hear of me again.
I like the sound of that, but I have a better idea. You leave right now, and you never come back.
What are you doing?
This hood was trying to break into the mansion.
What's that?
Do something, Bradley, or this story will have a nasty ending.
Wow,
Look out for
threats.
him, Silas. He's working with us. We have reason to believe that someone entered the mansion and stole some paintings.
Impossible. I would have seen it.
I would have seen it.
Sorry. Now
Hey,
let
you
me
would
in.
have seen it, guys.
Promise to keep an eye on this one.
Okay, then. I'll leave the key with you. You could have told me that earlier, Sonny.
There
Let's
we
see
go.
what more I
I
can learn
guess
from
I
this
could
mansion.
have. Let's see. Let's do a little outdoor exploring. I'm sorry for that. That was God. These accents that I'm doing that are not great. I'm not gonna
This gate
disagree.
is locked.
So I'm curious how I feel at the end of this. This is a $60 game if you buy it on console. I think right now on Steam it's like $45 or something like that. I'm curious if I feel like it's worth that at the end.
Poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Okay. Door is locked. Check around back real fast.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Interesting. Pricey, but if it's worth it. So, I haven't played a good, like full-priced horror game in a while. Let me see. But I'm interested. Now, I mean, like, obviously some major work has been put into this. So I'm going to say it justifies its price immediately on that front. Some people would question the quality of the story, but I mean, we're not deep enough to really tell that. All I know is that given the type of game it is, I'd have easily dropped $60 on it if I had to.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Let's take a look inside.
But I'm really glad I was able to get a key so easily. The Pearson Officer Bradley explore the garden of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place armed with an axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Really, Galen? I'd see about donating plasma here. And just for a little extra cash. I don't really need it, though. But I haven't donated blood in a while, and I probably should. I actually like doing that. What is tomorrow? Oh, I think you're not allowed to drink for so long, right? If that's not true, that may be something I do tomorrow. Why not, right?
Follow me.
I keep forgetting that it doesn't automatically start.
Who left this light on?
Did any of you guys ever play or watch Layers of Fear? Well, obviously, you'd have to get it out of your system first. I just don't know what the time limit is.
Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Let's see.
What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Huh. Interesting.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Because kids suck. Really, Apocalypse? I loved that game so much. It was the first Let's Play I did on my channel before I started live streaming.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Is there nothing else to find, I assume?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Let's see. Might have me a free pizza. A locked free pizza.
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
Interesting. I think he went through there, right?
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
We got a new clue.
Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Interesting.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
What a weird photo. Bad pizza makes me feel awful.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Specifically Little Caesars.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Weird. Oh, this is a kid.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did someone escape the fire?
Okay, so I can't leave.
They had a fight. Why?
Interesting. So did he, like, knock her out and then sit down for a drink?
Blood. This lamp was thrown.
Huh.
This was no accident. This was a fight.
What the heck?
Someone fell here. A desperate attempt.
What the heck? The dude was running on fire, man. I like mushrooms on pizza. Pepperoni, banana peppers, olives, specifically black olives.
So, Detective,
mushrooms,
what do you
bell
make of
peppers. No pineapple, but not because I have a problem with pineapple in general. I just don't generally like pineapple. Like, if you like pineapple, I don't have a problem with that. Just don't order it on a pizza and don't tell anyone. That's the only thing I don't like about, like, pizza choices. Like, don't just order a type of pizza that, like, is... Like, pineapple's polarizing. Not everyone likes it. A lot of people do. But, don't throw a party and order pizza and put pineapple on all of it. Why would you do that? It's polarizing. My whole point to pizza is, like, if you can eat it with it, you can eat it without it. But not everyone who don't like it with it will eat it with it. You know what I mean? I don't like pineapple. If you order pizzas with pineapple, I'm not going to eat it. But you could totally eat pizza without pineapple and it still tastes fine. Or vice versa. I don't know, say mushrooms. I like mushrooms on pizza. Hell, I don't even mind anchovies on pizza. But I'm not going to put that on pizza that I order for a party. Because I know not everyone's into that. I'm going to order cheese and pepperoni, maybe sausage. I actually don't like sausage on pizza, though.
I think that some of your colleagues should turn in their badges. This room is bursting with evidence that seriously contradicts the official inquiry.
Thai food's so good.
Well, of course, Mr. Holmes. Like what?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So, well.
Let me see.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean,
I could
if
try
it's
that,
Charles
David.
or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. Have a good night, Apocalypse.
I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
Let me see.
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Honestly, you don't find that suspicious?
That's troubling, I have to admit. But I trust Silas. And Dr. Fuller is an authoritative figure. The mainland folks are damned envious that he's here with us. A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it. Let's move on. I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Interesting.
Okay. I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Okay, that doesn't go anywhere. Let's see. Mouse! Are you guys enjoying this so far? I know it's a little bit of a slow start, but is this interesting?
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
I'm worn out.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
I'm definitely enjoying myself.
This door is blocked from the outside.
What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's
sailor early in the morning.
Dated 1818.
That's a game we haven't played in a long while. We should play it. Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves. Oh, fuck. What the hell was that? Well then, David, you know what to do. Hit that like button, my dude.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Man and whale!
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Is it now? Any whaler? Whale. But what about the whales? I don't think that's a command here, buddy. Here. Damn it. There it is. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I gotta go upstairs.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Did they now? Mucho thanko. I don't think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Damn. Guess some spooks.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Gerald knows.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Huh.
There's something disturbing about this painting. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
I've got the complete fiction works of H.P. Lovecraft, and I need to read them, finish reading them. It's interesting, though. I've recently found out how significant of a racist H.P. Lovecraft is, or was. And so that's going to shift the way I kind of see his writing. White
What could
people,
Sarah
Spanish.
have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Says, "Dear sir," sorry, hold on. "Dear sir, as you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eye on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully, yours, Anton Wellard." No one in this game speaks with that accent. This is an American story. But are you mad? I got a new clue. I got a raging clue. But that's because you know real Spanish. Or as I like to call it, Spanish.
Locked.
It's not Spanish. That's not a thing. Interesting.
The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Interesting.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates? Sarah
The
Hawkins
actors-
must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
See, act as depressants of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. That I know something. Interesting. I can click it. The thing doesn't have a far reach. Hey, we got through. Okay.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
I like this game a whole lot.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
So, like, it hasn't quite gotten freaky yet, and I kind of appreciate that.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Cult element. The creature is not anchored in our dimension. An expulsion ritual might work as long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the elder side among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. Extract taken from the Malleus Bestiarium by Abigail G. Interesting. Oh, that probably melted in the... I assumed... I don't know. Did the fire reach up here?
Locked.
The hell is... What? What?
Bradley? Is that you?
Jesus. All the scratch marks. Wait, I missed something? What'd I miss?
Locked.
Oh, good call.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
It says, My dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new painting. This accent, I don't know what it is. The last one, so somber and strange, moving as no other painting have been. You're selling it at a premium price. Or selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who was always the first to recognize your genius, and display it to the world. Affectionately yours. Yours? Maximilian L. Maximilian L. That's my buddy. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Good catch, good catch. I'd have never seen it. Seen it?
Is anyone there?
I was, Galen. Why? What do you mean my title was messed up? Is my title still the old title?
You!
What the heck? I swear to God, I changed that. Hold on. Good catch. No, I was not playing Blackout for this. Oh God, really is everywhere. Sudden.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone.
Huh.
I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
Oh, interesting.
This door was closed earlier.
Wait, which? Oh, that door.
Where did he go?
It looks like an old Seaway map.
Huh.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here? I don't...
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
see any way
I
out.
wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Is that what this is? Because I can't even kind of see that.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Huh.
Doesn't work. Seems like this came from a log.
Let's see. Monday 24th, Dockwire Island. We sailed north all morning. Says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. Preferred it when the whales disappeared without a trace. That's... see. You no longer ignore their sad fate. I was eating these huge beasts. I told Hamilton it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. We dropped anchor near your village. The inhabitants say the waters were rubbed with blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. I have not, Tim. I don't know what that is, actually. We sighted a huge wall in the distance. It seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends that infernal song. Hamilton wants it. We caught it, the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Darkwater, we have beaten the Orpheus. Returned with empty holds. Celia and Hamilton are only...
There must be a
entries.
link with the Seaway map. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Oh. That's the U.S. Maybe... interesting. Oh, I have a bunch of points.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Okay. 4270.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk? This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism.
Interesting.
Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate.
So what's that about, Tim? Oberden.
I'd be better off not touching them for the moment. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Interesting.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Maybe Wednesday? 33:53.
Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Oh. Oh. Wrong direction. So. There it is.
Looks like it worked.
It's the location that they found the whale.
Well done, Pierce.
I love this. Gerald, we were gonna play some games, buddy. I don't know if you're still here. Also, what can we play? That's the other question. Woo! Woo!
The secret passage. Under the matter. It's like a detective novel.
That was far rougher than I expected.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him. 3 seats.
Look. Someone's been here recently.
I mean, I'm free all tomorrow, man. I don't know if you are.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
Christ, that bit like a mother. Okay, so that's Charles.
The bearer of the mask must have been the leader. What kind of secret society is this?
God, that bit. Easy.
Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
Dumb question. Of course he did. What are we missing?
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress.
Oh.
Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone?
So that means, okay.
Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death?
That's very possible. Okay.
A disfigured saint. What does it mean?
That's definitely got the face of Cthulhu. Interesting.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Damn. Do I have any points? Nope. See what I can find here. Deeper and deeper we go, it seems. Yeah, sure thing, Galen. Get some sleep, man. I'm not gonna go for too much longer myself, so. Tomorrow I can start early.
Of course.
Actually, hey, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it. You guys want to raid real fast? There's David back from the shadows. Let's see. Do I have anyone live? Doja's live, but and let's hit Pudge. Pudge is actually playing this as well. Copy. Alright guys, let's hit a raid. Jason, I don't know how to answer that. Anyway, let's go hit up this raid, guys. Right there, hit up with a hashtag prize fighter raid. Bye. Hit it up, guys. I'm gonna wait for the first view to go, and we're gonna get it done. I'm gonna have to ignore what he's doing at the moment because, you know, he's further ahead, but.
What was that just now?
What the hell was that?
Get the raid moving, guys.
Okay. What was that just now?
Really? That one worked? Dude, YouTube has been acting really funky. Can someone else let me know if it's working or not? Please? Guys, come on. Do the raid. Let's support someone else.
Choice. I must get rid of it. Down.
I'm not gonna hit it till you guys do. Definitely works for me. There it is. Tim, you're already following Pudge, aren't you?
That's better.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Alright guys, I'm gonna call it. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Earlier than, 10. So, later everybody. Love y'all. Have a good night.